feel warmer than a hive? The answer is simple. We relate to what is ours.
We're just waiting for our chief guest. I believe she's in the building. This is going to be the 26th edition of the Devi Awards and the third time we're doing it in Chennai. First, give yourselves a round of applause. You're all looking lovely. Thank you very much for being here. And I was just thinking this position gives me the advantage of looking at everyone's clothes and admiring them. You're all so beautifully turned out. I'm very envious, but it's really nice to see all of you and happy faces. Do sit down, everyone. I think she's just here. I think it's going to be a matter of time now. We're going to have 11 award winners today. They're all amazingly accomplished women. This is the third time, as I said, we're doing the Devi Awards in Chennai. The second one back-to-back. And we've had award ceremonies across the country, and it's given us an opportunity to acknowledge some amazing women across the board in science, in technology, in the arts, in cinema, in literature. And it has also shown us how much talent and depth there is out there, and how much we still don't know about the talented women out there. One of the things that we heard during the 2 days of Think Edu in the last 2 days, redesignating the tier 2 and tier 3 towns and calling them talent hubs. And that's really where most of the women are. And I think that's a good way to describe it, the talent hubs rather than tier 2 and tier 3 cities, where really the heart of India lies. And the heart of India really is in its women as well. So again, thank you for being here. The governors in the house. Great. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. May I now request Shantanu Bhattacharya, the editor of the New Indian Express, to come to the stage and deliver the welcome speech. Shantanu, may we have you here?
Welcome you all. Her Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Telangana, Tamilisai Sundarajan, our honored guests, the brilliant award winners, and those present in this 26th edition of Devi Awards. My congratulations to all 11 award winners of this session. If Think Edu, which preceded the Devi Awards, is about thought-provoking discussions, the Devi Awards are about celebrating success, grit, creativity, business, acumen, innovation, and imagination of women from every walk of life. For a woman to succeed and reach a point where she and her work can be celebrated and awarded is not easy. Why do I bring a gender quotient here? Well, as a woman with over 3.5 decades in journalism, I may have been lucky to have never been discriminated against for my gender, but I am of a very minuscule section, perhaps an exception, in that I was never told that I could not report on certain topics. That's how our profession works, whether conflict or politics, or the economy, or elections, or any other thing that entail travel to remote or strife-torn areas. The question was never about my gender, but whether I had the domain expertise, whether I had the sources and the contact and the knowledge to do the coverage. This is true of many in my profession, at least in my generation, the editor, or any boardroom, or does path-breaking work, or even write poetry, which they do all the time. We celebrate as if we are surprised. How did this happen? Because personal determination has met with structural equal opportunities, open-mindedness, and backing at the right time. Despite the tough work-life balance questions before us all the time, we do our work and sometimes succeed. When our CEO, Lakshmi Menon, and I confer and take a decision, no one questions. We all have to do, but we all have to do an invisible trapeze act in our personal spaces all the time, which no one sees and knows. Our double duty is often taken for granted. So I always tell it to everyone. We need not be apologetic about being better professionally. Why Devi? Feminism and the fight for rights and women power has gone through and is going through much evaluation and debate. It's an evolving definition. Someone in the 90s would have said, let's neither be Devi or Dasi, let's just be ourselves. But over time, we have come to accept women need to do that little extra to be exalted, to touch that exalted point where her work and her super spirit can be acknowledged. And that's exactly what we do at the New Indian Express Devi Awards. I thank our sponsors for helping us do what we believe in and celebrate what we are celebrating today. And we celebrate across cities when we fetter women. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shantana. Shantana really is one of our Devis as well, as is Lakshmi. So we believe in doing as we say. Thank you so much. We will now have the national anthem. And may I please request all of you to rise? Could we play the national anthem?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
May we now have the Tamil Thai Vazd. Is that the right pronunciation? Please don't kill me. I've practiced. Could we have that now? Wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll have the lighting of the lamp now. May I request Mr. Prabhu Chawla, Editorial Director, Shantana Bhattacharya, Editor of the New Indian Express Group, and Ms. Lakshmi Menon, CEO of the New Indian Express Group. And may I request the Honorable Governor to light the lamp. Thank you so much. May I now request the Honorable Governor of Telangana, Thiru Tamilisai Soundarajan, to come to the podium and deliver her speech. Thank you, ma'am.
A special good evening to each and everyone here. I am really very happy to attend this 25th edition Devi Award Chennai 2024 to the students of higher secondary schools organized by the New Indian Express Group at ITC Grand Chola, Chennai. My respects to the editorial director, the New Indian Express, Mr. Prabhu Chawla, Chairman and Managing Director, the New Indian Express Group, Manoj Kumar Santalia, and the editor, the Indian Express Group's Satwana Bhattacharya, the CEO, Ms. Lakshmi Menon, members of the press and media, and all the awardees and all the dignitaries who have assembled here, and press personnel, my security personnel, special good evening to each and everyone. First of all, I am very delighted to be here, and because they called me for this program, yesterday I went from Puducherry to Telangana to attend the Uttar Pradesh Formation Day. I celebrated the Uttar in Telangana, and I will come to Puducherry again to hoist the flag, and I will go to Telangana to host at home. So this is my program, but in spite of this busy schedule, I wanted to come to this program. One, I respect the media, Indian Express. From my childhood, I have seen, and fighting for the democratic spirit during the emergency period, and they are celebrating the womenhood. So that is the primary cause I could come here. I wanted to come here. And when Madam Satwana Bhattacharya was speaking, I was listening to her. She was very frank in her statement about womanhood. But she told, we need some more effort to be recognized. But I won't tell it is some more effort. We need Herculean effort to be considered for a post. To be considered, not for posted, to be considered. This is my personal experience. First of all, we have to cross the social stigma, which is even today is on the womanhood. Even birth, as a sonologist, I was practicing as a sonologist, and I thanks to the law, Indian law, because they banned the disclosure of the gender. Because whenever we say it's a female child, because 25, 30 years back we used to say the gender of the baby, the mother's face will shrink like anything. No mother, whether they are rich or poor, delightedly endorsed that they are carrying a female child. Even today I have seen that. Today we are not disclosing it, but why? Because the womanhood, when I travel to the villages, children will be playing. Then we used to ask, all these children are your children. Then the mother of the family used to say, seeing the boy child, he is my child and she is other house child. Then I used to say, is she from next house? No, she is my child only, but she will get married. When they are telling, in 5 years they are telling, she will get married and she will go to another house. So she is the property of another house. Even today. But I really appreciate the Indian Express Group for appreciating the womanhood, particularly the girl children, because for a woman to come up, it is the most difficult in the life of a woman. And whether the society accepts it, I always say in a lighter sense, when I became the governor of Telangana, I was waiting to board a flight. Everyone was wishing me. So one child asked, one girl child about 8 years, she asked, Amma, why everyone is wishing her? Then her mother told, she is our governor. No, ma, don't bluff. Then our mother told, no, she is our governor. Then she told, Amma, don't bluff. Only old man can be governor. How can she become a governor? So this is not the mistake of the child. This is the social setup in which we are living. So when I told, no, I am your governor, so immediately she came near me and she wanted a photograph. And her mother was very much surprised. And she asked, you're a shy child. But when you learned that she is our governor, immediately you wanted a photograph. Then immediately that child told, when she can become the governor, I also can become the governor. So that is the motivation each and every woman who have come up in the life should motivate another girl child. So for that reason only, because it is concerned with womanhood, and not only that, the path we travel, it is not an easy path, particularly politicians. Why politicians are not coming, more politicians are not there in the society because they have to face more challenges. And I am very proud. I always deny, don't give me a post because I am a woman. I can work like a man, otherwise I can work more than a man. Then you give me that post. Even I was holding a president of the political party. Even during that time, I did not get because I am a woman. It's not reservation. I work like a man, not work like a man. I work more than a man. So only I told, to be considered for a post, we have to work 10 times or 20 times than a man. Then only you will be considered. It's my personal experience. At the same time, when an opportunity is given to a woman, definitely she will excel and she will exemplify. And I always say, my brothers should not get angry. Women are better administrators because they can manage men. But men cannot manage all women. So I am very proud. I am managing 2 states. That also, because when I became the governor of Telangana, everyone came forward, some critics came forward, immediately told, oh, she is a young person and she doesn't have any experience of a minister or CM. How can she handle a young state, newborn state? Then I told, I am a gynecologist. Telangana is a newborn baby. So I can manage Telangana. So that education gave me the confidence. So only our ancestors, our freedom fighters, our leaders told, give education to a girl child. It adds power to her. So because of my education, I was brave enough to take the challenge. And when I was given additional charges, Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, same critics came forward, okay, she managed Telangana. But how she is going to manage Puducherry? I told, I am a gynecologist. If a single baby is born, I can manage. If twin babies are born also, I can manage because I am gynecologist. Because that education gave me the courage and commitment so that I can manage anything in this world. So that courage should be that. My advice to my young friends, girlfriends, whenever you face challenge, don't revert back. Why more women are not coming into politics? So many women enter the politics. They travel. But when they face challenges, why I should face? I'm from such a family. Why I should share these challenges? So I will revert back. So be very brave. பாரதியார் சொல்வாரை நிமிந்த நன்னடை நேர்கொண்ட பார்வை நிலத்தில் யாருக்கும் மஞ்சாத ஞானச்செருக்கு. Be proud. Don't think, oh, I won't tell, I'm no. Yes, I am. Yes, I am a woman. Yes, I am a governor. I can manage things. So be proud of your position. பாரதியார் சொன்னதை போல ஞானச்செருக்கு. Be proud of your knowledge. And not only that, what are the opportunities given? Grab the opportunities. As I am Chancellor of Universities, I have seen what subjects women are choosing for the degree courses. It's very unfortunate. They choose whether BA literature or some course, so they don't need more time to be spent in the institutions, no research activities, because they want a degree to be told or sold in the marriage market. Even today, the percentage of girl children in the challenging groups are very minimal. So I always, as Chancellor, I have instructed the Vice Chancellors, when a girl comes for seeking admission for a challenging course, definitely give her an opportunity. As I said, when a girl is given opportunity, she will grab the opportunity and she will excel in that. There is no any doubt. Only opportunities should be given. And how the girl children are treated. As I said, when they are born, they were denied their birth. But I should, in a painful situation, I have to say, when I was a student at Tanjavur Medical College, a woman gave birth to 2 children, 2 twins. One was a boy and one was a girl. And we used to monitor the growth every month because twins are challenging situation. So when we used to examine the child, the male child was gaining weight and the female child was losing weight. We did all investigations and everything was within normal limits. So when we asked the mother, "Are you have adequate breast milk to feed both the children?" Then she told, "I am feeding my boy with mother's milk and feeding the girl child with diluted cow's milk." So this is the situation. Then another statistics I will tell. When we had a statistical study on the sickness of the girl children who come to the OPs, the percentage was very low. So all the doctors were very happy. Oh, the girl children are more healthy than boys. Then we found out the girl children are not taken to the hospitals even they are sick. So I am not telling about the city dwellers. I am talking about the village persons, the people who are all living in the more peripheral areas. So a woman facing all these challenges to come up, it is very, very difficult. But we have to. I appeal more women should come to politics, more women, because I am very happy. Recently, I read a statistics, women pilots. India outnumber the rest of the world in the number of women pilots. Women scientists, Chandrayaan. We are very proud we landed in the south pole of the moon. More women scientists were there. And I was very much surprised. Recently we celebrated the Manipur Day. And Manipur, we know what is the situation there. And a husband and wife from Manipur were in the scientific group of Chandrayaan. And most of their relatives were in the refugee camp. As Swami Vivekananda says, if a country bird should fly, both should have the strong female wing as well as male wing. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Nowadays, at least the laws are protecting us. So one person came and told me, "You are telling domestic law is there, women atrocities law is there, but I am affected by the law." What law? My mother-in-law, she told. So even today there are problems with mother-in-law. Emotional blackmailing, emotional imbalances are there. So my appeal is, first you should overcome the emotions. Because women, even though we may be a strongest person, but when we face challenges, tears will flow from her eyes. Bharati Solluvan, Thembi Alum Kudandai Nondi. Why I am using that nondi is challenged person. He should not cry. So my appeal is, don't cry. Whenever you face challenges, don't revert. You just move forward. Whatever may be the situation. Definitely the society will be there to criticize you, to humiliate you. I have personally experienced so many things in that way. But I have not bowed my head to those person who humiliated me, who trolled me. Particularly, I used to tell, okay, whatever the humiliation, whatever may be the criticizing, you may criticize me, you may humiliate me, but you cannot make me bow down before you. I will walk straight, more stronger than before. So that is the message I want to give to each and everyone. Everyone will face a situation. It is not that, not me. Everyone will face a situation. They will search. What can be told? Okay, if she is very talented, she's eloquent, and if she is having a good background, and she's an educated person, okay, we'll tell she's short, she's dark, she's having a frizzy hair. Then I always say, when the people tell me, you're short, because now also I am standing on a platform. So when I was standing in a platform, when I was a political leader, next day Facebook was telling, they were rounding this, marking this stool, and telling, this is a leader, see this leader is standing on the stool. What is the problem for you? Whether I am standing on a stool or I am not standing on a stool, why can't you see my talent, my speech? I had a very good speech, I delivered a very good speech, but nowhere that speech was mentioned. My stool was only mentioned. So this is the way of reaction from the society. So I used to tell, okay, I am short, but I am tall in my talents. I'm a tall person. And you may tell I am dark in color, black in color. I always say when demonetization was introduced, some of the media friends and came and asked, Madam, every leader is telling they were much affected. Are you also not affected because suddenly demonetization? I told, no, we are not affected. Then immediately he came and told, did PM told you all? Then I told, no, don't suspect such things. He's a tall leader, and when everyone knew, only I also knew. Then why are you telling me no problem? And I told, whatever the small amount of money which I have is white in color. So my coat is white and note is also white. So no problem. Demonetization is for people who did not have white notes. So it is not that my face may be black, my skin may be black, but my coat is white and my note is white. Then I used to tell, my hair may be not straight, little straightened I have now, straightened. My hair may be curly, frizzled, but I am a straightforward person. So there is people in the society to search something to humiliate you and prevent you from moving forward, but don't hear that. தமிழில் சொல்லுவோம், இந்த காதில் வாங்கி அந்த காதில் விட்டுருன்னு. இந்த காதில் கூட வாங்க கூட வேணாம். And like Satya Sai Baba says, if a letter is posted, if you receive, that is your letter. If you are not receiving, sending back, this is their letter. So whatever may be the criticism or humiliation, it is not easy to stand in this dais. It is not the smooth journey, sweet journey rather, but it is a hard journey, but faced with courage and commitment, because nobody can humiliate because I am a woman. I will perform. So my request is two things I wanted particularly tell to the womenhood. First of all, be committed to your job. Today, you are awarded because of your rewards. But at the same time, look after your health. As a gynecologist, I always say this. I want to ask, how many of you do yoga in the morning? Very few. Please, yoga helps us a lot. Please do yoga, do meditation. And another thing I want to appeal, don't compromise your happiness for anything. Always be happy. At the same time, refine yourselves. Reinvent yourself. And I always say, one small Tamil poem, even the nail, it doesn't have any blood supply or nerve supply, but it grows 0.5 millimeter every day. So you have to refine ourselves. We have to develop ourselves. Then with all this commitment and courage and the mission and the fire that we have to come forward in the life, definitely we all together can make this Bharat a great country, because the womanhood is respected in this country than any other country. That also I have to say. And I'm really very happy to attend this program. And whatever may be the situation, be smiling. That is my appeal today. Because if you frown, it is not only the physical appearance, your mental attitude also will be depressed. So always be smiling, always be courage, always be committed, and do more than you are paid. Do more work. I can say, because there was a controversy. A week, 70 hours work in a week. I endorse that. I'm a 24/7 person. So more work. Enjoy your work. So everyone say, you're going to Puducherry and Telangana. Are you not tired? No, I enjoy my work. So start enjoying our work. And whenever there are failures, don't get dejected. Today you may be rewarded. Sometimes you may appeal. Rewards maybe not announce awards. Whenever I attend a college, I used to say, I don't appreciate the prize winners. I always appreciate the participants. Participation is very important. So be very happy at the same time. Always have a dream that you have to come up in life. I am not an ordinary person. I am an extraordinary person. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think those words will resonate with everyone here. And you're certainly not short on talent or on words. That was a remarkable speech. Thank you very much. May I now request Mr. Prabhu Chawla, Editorial Director of the New Indian Express, to come to the stage, and we'll start the award ceremony. The first award of the evening goes to Aruna Sairam, a wonderful woman, for popularizing Carnatic music. May we play the video, please? A little louder applause, I think.
Padma Shri awardee Sangeeta Kalanidhi Aruna Sairam represents one of South India's richest lineages of Carnatic classical music. Her musical journey began under the guidance of her mother Rajalakshmi Sethuraman and later flourished under the legendary T. Brinda, who is a sixth-generation master in a lineage of accomplished women singers who grace the courts of the Kingdom of Thanjavur. She is acclaimed as one of the most illustrious voices of South Indian music, while also acknowledged as a composer, collaborator, mentor, humanitarian and speaker. Her exceptional concert at the Royal Albert Hall in London drew widespread acclaim. Committed to the cause of musical education for underprivileged students, Aruna actively contributes to social causes by directing the proceeds from her concerts towards initiatives of great importance. A philanthropist at heart, she has raised funds for cancer hospitals and provided medical facilities in remote villages of Tamil Nadu, using her performances as a powerful instrument for positive change.
The next award of the evening goes to Kavya Maran for being the face and force behind Sunrisers Hyderabad. May we play the video, please?
Executive Director of Sun TV Network Limited, Kavya Kalanidhi Maran, is currently heading digital initiatives at Sun Group. She also led the launch of their OTT platform Sun Next in 2017, which now has over 10 million subscribers across the globe. She is the head of the group's growing presence in professional sports, which includes two cricket teams, Sunrisers Hyderabad in the Indian Premier League and Sunrisers Eastern Cape in the South Africa T20 League. Kavya oversees the execution of projects at Sun Pictures, a respected name in movie production, with a string of hits including the recent blockbuster Jailer. She is also actively involved in Sun Group's philanthropic activities through the Sun Foundation. After graduating with a BCom degree from Stella Maris College in 2012, she joined Sun TV Network Limited and gained valuable exposure over 2 years in various departments of the group. She then pursued her graduate studies in New York and completed her MBA at the Stern School of Business. Professor Priya Abraham completed her MBBS, MD and PhD from Christian Medical College, CMC, Vellore. She has focused her expertise on viruses causing human infections with a particular focus on oncogenic viruses. She has also served as the head of Department of Clinical Virology and held key positions such as Deputy Director and Associate Director at CMC Vellore. In the late 1990s, she played a crucial role in the nation's first evaluation of the indigenous hepatitis B vaccine, contributing to India's self-reliance in this critical area. In 2019, just 2 months before the onset of COVID-19 pandemic, she took over as the director of ICMR National Institute of Virology, Pune. Her leadership during the pandemic was very instrumental in detecting the first cases of SARS-CoV-2 in the country and collaborating with the industry to produce India's indigenous COVID-19 vaccine. Her ongoing work includes the study of the antibody response to emerging variants of the SARS-CoV-2.
That's wonderful. Priya is not only a terrific scientist, but also a great people's manager. The next award of the evening goes to Annapurni Subramaniam for running India's premier Institute of Astrophysics and for believing in the stars, even now. Annapurni, may we have the video, please?
Annapurni Subramaniam is the director of the Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Bengaluru. With over 3 decades of research experience, she has made significant contributions to the field of star clusters, stellar populations, galaxies, and ultraviolet astronomy with about 150 research publications. She was involved in 2 major projects as a calibration scientist for the UV Imaging Telescope, or the UVIT, on board India's first space observatory, AstroSat. Leveraging her experience gained from AstroSat and UVIT, she leads initiatives that push the boundaries of our understanding of the universe.
Wonderful. When Annapurni spoke earlier in the day, she said that you have to learn to pick your battles. You can't win them all, but choose the ones that you can win. So thank you, Annapurni, for that wisdom. Our 5th award of the evening goes to Sharanya Manivannan for her imaginative work in poetry and fiction. And truly, she's wonderful at both. May we have the video, please?
Sharanya Manivannan crafts compelling tales across various genres such as fiction, poetry,
keep the
children's
award going,
literature,
the
and
applause
non-fiction.
going, rather.
Her notable works include a graphic novel titled Incantations Over Water, 2021, a picture book called Mermaids in the Moonlight, also written in 2021, and an earlier poetry collection, Witchcraft, written in 2008. Drawing from her personal experiences of dislocation, abuse, and resilience, Sharanya is renowned for her work that weaves together profound questions about identity, trauma, and longing. Her feminist perspective aims to shape the collective imagination, urging care for us, nature, and one another.
We must read her work to sense its power. Thank you so much, Sharanya. The next award of the evening goes to Shobha Vishwanath for helping develop the reading habit in children, something that is truly very important. May we have the video on her, please?
As co-founder and publishing director of Karadi Tales, Shobha Vishwanath has actively made an effort to seek out and publish books on important topics such as disability, gender stereotypes, and the environment. Shobha received international acclaim when her book The Blue Jackal was featured as US BBY's Outstanding International Book 2017, and she was also featured in New York Public Library's list of Best Children's Books 2016. Shobha has always been an aggressive proponent of making education less intimidating and more fun, and continues to pave the way for children's literature in India.
I hope, Governor, you're happy with us. You can see a lot of happy faces today. I hope you're happy. The next award of the evening goes to Tirupara Sundari Seval for reigniting in our hearts a love for Chennai's heritage. Could we have the video on her, please?
Tirupura Sundari Sevvel is a dynamic professional, blending her roles as an architect, urban planning specialist, storyteller, and educator. She is the founder of Studio Conclave, an architectural consultancy, and the driving force behind the social initiative Nam Veedu, Nam Ooru, Nam Kadai, Our Home, Our City, Our Story. Her primary focus revolves around creating an inclusive and ethical narrative around Chennai's heritage. She is also a staunch advocate for traditional techniques and materials in architecture, often collaborating with NGOs, schools, and colleges as a consultant. Her commitment extends to the restoration and conservation of building materials, working closely with women and children from disadvantaged backgrounds. She has also made her mark as a published children's author.
The next award of the evening goes to the very spirited Dr. Srimati Kesan for enabling students to dream and learn about space. Srimati, can we have you on stage? But before that, the video on her, please.
Dr. Srimati Kesan is the distinguished founder and chief executive officer of Space Kids India, an Indian aerospace startup leading the way in the design, fabrication and launch of small satellites, spacecrafts and ground systems. Driven by her vision to provide economical and sustainable access to space, Dr. Srimati aims to meet the diverse needs of education, research and industry. Notably, under her leadership, Space Kids India has created history by launching the world's smallest and lightest satellite, KalamSat, which was deployed by NASA. Breaking barriers and setting milestones, Dr. Srimati became the first woman from India to experience zero-gravity flight. This is Charles Duke, the first woman engineer of the Apollo mission Poppy, astronaut Richard Garriott, and astronaut Ranger Christina Koch.
Next award of the evening goes to Uma Prajapati for taking up the mantle to design for change. Uma, can we have you on stage? Could we have the video on her, please?
Uma Prajapati is a visionary, social entrepreneur, radical coach and fashion designer. She is the founder of a conscious fashion brand Upasana Auroville and also built the icon of resilient ecology Sonalika while empowering fisherwomen simultaneously. Prajapati has also designed many social projects, putting in efforts at making them self-sustainable.
So nice to see women supporting other women. Thank you. The 10th award of the evening goes to Visalakshi Ramaswamy for her focus on craft and culture from Chettinad Cotton to Dangi Sari. Could we have the video on her?
Visalakshi Ramaswamy, the founder of the MRM Cultural Foundation, is deeply immersed in the domain of culture and craftsmanship, making substantial contributions to the documentation and revival of traditional crafts in South India. Under Visalakshi's leadership, the foundation has successfully documented, revived and promoted the traditional Chettinad palm leaf basket. This initiative has not only breathed new life into the craft, but has also ushered in significant socio-economic changes for the women of Kilayapatti village. Over 2 decades, she has also collaborated with handloom weavers to reproduce traditional sari designs in cotton and silk. In the 1990s, Ramaswamy devoted 4 years to meticulously documenting the lifestyle, crafts, textiles and rituals of the Chettiars. This comprehensive effort culminated in the co-authored book, The Chettiar Heritage, with S. Muttaya and Meenakshi Mayappan.
Thank you. The last award of the evening goes to Archana P. Stalin, founder My Harvest Farms, for making the planet greener. Can we have the video on her, please? And Archana, hi, good to see you.
Archana Stalin, entrepreneur. Engineer turned farmer Archana Stalin is the founder of My Harvest Farms, a platform which enables Indian farmers to grow and sell organic produce, helping improve their livelihoods. My Harvest enables farmers to follow climate-resilient practices and provides access to a community built on fair pricing and environmental sustainability. Archana's vision is to make safe food available to all. Archana has positively impacted the livelihoods of over 250 farmers and enabled over 8,000 families to taste real food that's chemical-free. Besides My Harvest, Archana is associated with schools and enables children to be more eco-sensitive and grow their food through hands-on, nature-based learning methods. She is active in the startup ecosystem of Chennai and continues to learn, share and mentor aspiring entrepreneurs. Before My Harvest, Archana played a vital leadership role as the marketing head at Naturals, one of India's largest salon chains. She was also a key member at Native Land Foundation, a platform for Tier 2 and 3 city-based entrepreneurs, and helped launch NAN, or the Native Angels Network.
Thank you so much. May I now request Mr. Prabhu Chawla to felicitate the governor? Wonderful. Now may I request the Devis to return to the stage for one last photo op, something that I hope you'll cherish. May I also request Lakshmi Menon and Shantana Bhattacharya to join them on stage. Please do come with your trophies. I think we could keep the applause going for a little while longer, and while these marvelous women take their place. You know, they say you cannot be what you cannot see, but if you can see these women, you can be them too. Tremendous talent and tremendous achievement here. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so very much. May I now request Ms. Lakshmi Menon to come to the podium and give her vote of thanks.
Good evening. As we come to the close of this edition of Devi Awards Chennai on Telangana and Puducherry, Dr. Tamilise Soundrajan for taking time out despite her hectic schedule. A big thank you to our Devis, because of whom we are gathered here today, for giving us a reason to celebrate their incredible journeys. A big thank you to our sponsors, our presenting partner, Adani, our platinum partner, TVS Group. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. May I now request you all to rise again for the national anthem, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you very much. Good night. Have a great evening and see you next year. Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you. Please do join us for high tea. Is that what we're calling it? Okay. Please do join us for it.